there's some ranking individuals in the detective.
Sir, are you immediate? I have to ask you to stand back over there.
Levels and everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, shoot away.
Talk a little bit about, I guess, the last day and the lead up to it as far as the attitude goes for Mr. Connor.
Sure. Mr. Connor was executed this afternoon for the 1998 murder of Kathy Wynn. Mr. Connor is accused of going into Mrs. Wynn's store and shooting her several times during an apparent robbery. Mr. Connor did make a last statement this afternoon. He first addressed the victim's family. He asked them not to hold any animosity towards him, and then also asked for their forgiveness. He then addressed his family and told them that he loved them and asked them not to be bitter, and then he began to silently pray. 8 minutes after the lethal solution began to flow, he was pronounced dead at 6:20.
Throughout the day, did he display any kind of emotion to folks that were with him, or was he pretty stoic throughout the day?
You know, I didn't get to talk to him personally, but I understand that Mr. Connor was very calm and did have a chance to speak and visit with his family, and then also the chaplain here at the unit.
Is there any significance to this being the 400th for you folks here who actually do the executions on a regular basis?
You know, we have certainly more media interest since this was the 400th execution. You know, the frequency that it's set is really determined by the appeals system, by the courts. And so, you know, that's really what determines when they're scheduled and everything.
So there's no, you know, it's not a milestone event for you guys?
No, you know, the state, you know, the court system carries out, let me start that again.
Sure.
You know, the appeals process finishes out, the presiding judge will schedule the execution, and it's our mandate to carry out those executions.
Okay. One more time, your name?
It's Jason Clark, C-L-A-R-K, and spokesperson for the Texas Department of Criminal Justice.
Last statement?
Sure. There may be some names in here that don't pronounce correctly. If I screw it up, bear with me. Could you please tell that lady right there, can you see her? She's not looking at me. I want you to understand something. I hold no animosity towards you. I want you to understand that I want you to please forgive me. When I get to the gates of heaven, I will open up my arms for you. Please forgive me. Do not worry about what's going to happen. I don't want you to worry, and I don't want you to suffer. I'm not mad at you. Shed no tears for me. Even though you don't know me, I love you. I love you all. I ask you all in your heart to forgive me. He then addressed his family and stated to them, to my family, I love you all. What's happening now, I know you're suffering. I didn't mean to hurt you. Stephanie, Felicia, Carlos, and to my father, I love my father, and I want you to understand that life goes on. Continue to live your life, and don't be angry at what's happening to me. This is destiny. This is life. This is something that I have to do, and I'm going to be with Mama and your Mama. I want everyone to continue to live your life. I thank you and I love you. What's happening right now is unjust and the system is broken. At this time, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah and the Prophet Muhammad. Unto Allah I belong and unto Allah I return. I love you. That's Mr. Connor's last statement.
That was what they teach, that